Hey everyone, my name is Doubtfull. I'm a challenger jungler, and in this video I'm going to be over-explaining how to play Rek'sai. Now the first thing that I want to talk about with Rek'sai is how to do her clear. I do get a lot of questions on this, so I've slowed this down so you can see it. I leveled up my Q, and I auto and use my Q as an auto attack reset and start hitting the red buff. As soon as my support stops leashing, I'm going to start pulling the red to the next camp that I want to do to save myself some time and to save a little bit of HP. And we're just going to slowly pull it over here towards the Krugs and finish it. After that, we're going to level up our W and burrow so we get the heal. And we're going to use our burrowed Q here on the Krugs, making sure to knock up the small Krug instead of the big Krug. I'm going to smite the big Krug here out of the small one and go back to burrowed form. And now I can knock up the Krugs again because I knocked up the small Krug first. And then we're going to use our Q as an auto attack reset and start hitting these smaller Krugs, or the medium Krugs rather. We're going to burrow again using our burrowed Q and then knock them up to kill them all. I'm going to walk towards my Raptors and then use my W to kill all of those in one hit. And with that, I'm going to be full HP. Notice that I look at mid lane there to see what's going on in that lane. I see that Varus is low and make a mental note of that. I go to Raptors, use my burrowed Q, and immediately auto-attacking the small Raptors, using my Q for a reset and kiting them around. And then I'm going to burrow again once it's off cooldown and knock them up again. Making sure to keep kiting. I don't know where Varus went, so I'm going to start heading towards my Raptors. Or towards my wolves, rather. Varus reappears, so we decide to go mid and look for a gank. I use my E here to gain as much distance as I can. I decide I don't need to flash there because Lux landed her root, and that's a free kill. Now, looking at the wave state of this mid lane, I can see that she needs me to push this lane so she can get a reset off. I even tabbed to make sure that she doesn't have teleport. So we use my burrowed Q and knock up to help shove this wave in so she can reset. And then we're just going to go towards top Scuttle Crab. I'm going to knock up Scuttle Crab without using my burrowed Q because it has a shield on it and it won't do any damage. And we're going to smite it to kill it faster. And then I'm just going to go over here and start doing my blue side camps, making sure to kite towards the next camp, using all of my abilities off of cooldown, including my burrowed abilities, to clear faster. I see that there's a fight going on mid lane, so I stop doing my wolves and start heading over here. I wait for Varus to flash. I see I don't need to flash, so I focus the Lilia. I know my damage, so I flash, get the full fury on my E, and finish off Lilia. Walking away. I have a lot of gold, but I decide to go for the wolves here and smite them because I know I can heal a lot, and I might be able to catch Varus by surprise here by how much I've healed because he probably thinks I'm going to base. And he's really low, so maybe we can get a kill. I head back towards mid to see if we can get this kill. Lux is really low though. I was on a ward, so Varus is able to start retreating. I go for this kill when I really shouldn't because I know that Lilia is probably over here. And unfortunately, we're both going to end up dying here. So this was a pretty bad play for me. It was a little bit greedy. I know that Lilia is more than likely going to be there, so as soon as the Varus runs away from my gank, I should just base there. I see top. It's always important to pay attention to what's going on the map. I look top and I see that Volibear uses his ultimate ability, which will be useful for us in a little bit here. Pyke wants to make a play mid, but he starts it before I can get there, so I just decide to do my Raptors. I still don't think that I can help mid, so I decide to clear my Gromp and then maybe head for Scuttle Crab, which is going to be spawning in about 20 seconds. I see Volibear drops this ward, so I sweep to clear it. He misses his E here, and I know that he has no ultimate, so I decide to chase after him here. This is important. It's important to know how Volibear works, so I know that I can take this fight because he doesn't have those cooldowns available. I see that he's about to die, and I'm pretty sure Pyke's going to get him, so I decide to go for Scuttle Crab. But Pyke didn't have his E, so this was a little bit risky for me. Now, fortunately, we do pick up the shutdown there without even needing to do anything, so that's pretty nice for us. I see this fight about to break up, and I believe that they don't know that I'm here, so I decide to sit in this bush and wait for them to come towards me. Auto as long as I can, and as soon as he's out of my auto range, I ult him. And then I go and check to see if her raptors are up. They're not, so I just drop my ward and reset immediately because I have gold for my Prowler's Claw. Prowler's Claw is a really, really big power spike for Rek'sai, really any champion. It's a really powerful item right now, so we just want to base immediately and get it. So I go for my red here, but I actually really want to kill Lilia now that I have my Prowler's Claw, so I'm going to be looking for opportunities to do that. But I see the Varus is really pushed up here for some reason. A lot of people will do this against Rek'sai, which is really silly because I can easily kill him. And we just Prowler's Claw. We shoot my Burrowed Q first, then I Prowler's Claw and 100-0 him with my E. I see Lilia over here. I don't have my Prowler's Claw up or my ult though, so I don't think that I can kill her, but I'm going to sit here and hope that she face checks into me. Fortunately, she does. But again, I don't have any of my cooldowns up, so I can't finish her off, but we are able to push her off of the red. And even though we didn't get the kill, this is still huge. It sets her back really far. She's chunked now. It needs to reset. And I have all of the tempo. I got her red buff and experience. So she's slowly starting to fall behind. And that's what you want to do on Rek'sai, is look for those opportunities to kill the enemy jungler, kill the laners, get tempo, and slowly start taking over the game. Now I see all the vision that I have in the top side, and I know Lilia probably went bot since I took her red. So I decided to use that pressure to get Herald here. Top is fighting, so we head top side. And Volibear should be dead here at this point. I use my ping to get vision here, just to guarantee I get the kill. And with that, I want to shove in this wave and drop Herald topside and get all of the gold. Herald does about 3 plates worth of damage, so I want to walk up here, do a little bit of damage, and then drop the Herald so I can get all of the plates. So we'll see. I should take this to about 3 plates, and then I'm going to drop it. This is going to be an insane amount of gold for me. A kill plus 4 plates plus first turret gold should snowball the game just in general out of control from here. Even though bad things seem to be happening bot side, it's okay because we got all of that gold in our pocket now. I need, I think, 2,900 gold for my item here, so I cancel my base and look for another camp to do. I do see Varus is pushed out, so I'm going to try to look for this kill if I can. I use my sweeper here to see if he knows I'm coming, and unfortunately there is a ward and he knows, so I decide to go for Lilia's raptors instead. I figured that they were up because I knew that she's been bot side for a while now. I will need to farm one more camp before I can get my item, and after that I'm going to rush to Dragon and to start getting those to give us a win condition in the late game. Lilia is going topside here, but she has no camps up to take because I already took them. I have a 2-level lead on Lilia. Even though I don't have that much of a CS or camp lead, it's because I've taken a lot of kills, a lot of lane XP. I see a fight's about to break out here, and I go for it. I wanted to avoid using my flash there, but unfortunately my Prowler's Claw was on cooldown. Now that Lilia is dead, I should be able to take whatever I want here. I look to see if Varus is going to misplay, but he doesn't. He never walks over, so I'm going to check to see if Gromp is up. It is, but there are some champs here. I didn't do Dragon immediately here because there was a... I wanted to see if I could get that Varus kill. I wanted to see if I could get this other stuff first, but it looks like I can't get anything, so I decided to just reluctantly take the Dragon. Taking Grump was just a little bit too risky with Caitlyn and the support missing. It definitely was not worth it, so we just take up this Dragon, and then I think I might look for the invade again. I see a fight happening bot, so I start heading there, but my bot lane is killing them by themselves so they don't need me. I see that ward, but I already took this, so I want to go for her blue, which is spawning right now. Again, if I can take her camps over taking my camps, that's always going to be best. I thought maybe she would go for this blue and I could kill her. But I could tell by my sonar that she just ran away. She must have vision of me somewhere in the area. I guess because of the pink ward, she knew that I was probably in this area. So I sweep to try to find the ward that maybe she had. There is no ward to spot me where I was standing before, but I do get that ward, which is nice. I think I checked to see if her wolves are up maybe. Oh no, I try to get a kill here on the bot lane, but they do have an idea that I'm here. I decided to greed and go for this ward, which is kind of silly, not really necessary. I lose a little bit of health. If Lilia had been there, it could have been scary. I'm still looking for a kill here because I have Pyke and Jhin. But it's a little bit too scary. I got chunked too much earlier. So all of my camps are spawning. We're going to end up just recalling here. I got her bot side camps, and Fiora was able to scare Lilia off top side. So all of my camps that are up, I'm going to get my boots here. Merc Treads, because they do actually have a lot of CC on their team, and I did not take Tenacity in my runes. There isn't anything on the map to do, and there aren't any ganks available, so I'm going to just full clear my top side here. If Volibear had stayed, I would have killed him, but he did run away. And there's just really nothing to do. It would be kind of crazy for me to invade top here because, well, one, her raptors are down, and two, just none of my teammates are on the map. So if I was to get caught and die, not only could my teammates not help me, but they couldn't get anything anywhere else on the map either. So it's best to, at this moment, just take some time to farm. If I full clear top to bot, her bot side should be up by the time I'm finished, so I can go look to take her Gromp again, and maybe even her wolves if I'm lucky. It is important to farm a lot on Rek'sai when you can. Obviously, you don't want to only farm, otherwise you're sort of wasting the strengths of the character. But if you do fall behind in XP, you're going to be completely useless. I see that her Gromp is spawning, so I decide not to do my Krugs and just go for her Gromp instead. We see this teleport here. I make sure to ping it so my teammates know. I assume he's going to go for Jhin, so I try to block his way here. My Edge of Night blocks his stun. At this point, I'm so fed. We just do so much damage. We can kill him just like that. Tactical retreat while my cooldowns are unavailable, and I'm just gonna end up taking this Gromp here. At this point, this was kind of an easier game because my bot lane won so hard, and I think it is kind of a bot meta, but I can just use the pressure from my lanes to make sure that Lilia isn't getting too many of her camps, and we are taking all of the objectives. I look to see if they're gonna maybe misplay here. I drop my pink ward and just use my sonar to sort of track them here. And we do catch someone walking over this way, I see. So I decide to look for it, and it is Lilia. She's way out of position, and we're able to just absolutely delete her. She didn't go Zhonya's. A lot of times Lilia will rush Zhonya's in this matchup. But because she didn't, she's just very easy for us to kill. I stand here to see if they're going to overstep, but there's 3 people here. I'm not going to commit to that. The Fiora had other plans, but you don't want to suicide for kills. You have to be very smart on Rek'sai because you don't have very many defensive tools. So you have to pick and choose your fights very wisely and look for people that are sort of by themselves like that Lilia just was. I see her wolves are about to spawn, so I'm going to wait for those, but I see Varus is out of position. I have no tunnel up, so I just flash and go for it. There's absolutely nothing he can do. You always want to look to use your walls, or in that case your flash, to get people by themselves. So I see a fight happening here bot, but I don't think I can be that useful there. And instead I decide to get this mid turret, which is a lot of gold in our pocket. And pressure for our team. I know her wolves are up now. Oh, I look to see if I can maybe get someone here, but I'm pretty low, so it's kind of crazy. We just go for her wolves instead, which are essentially a mini objective at this point in the game. Dragon is up, so we are going to take that, and we pretty much want to take these on cooldown whenever we can, so we can stack those and get to that win condition. Her bot 2 camps are spawning here. It's kind of bad for me not to have recalled because the rest of my team all recalled. Fiora died and those 3 all reset. So my recall is a bit staggered from theirs, which is generally really bad, but I did want to get that dragon. Alternatively, I could have recalled with them and then gotten the dragon when I came back, and honestly that probably would have been a better play because now I'm going to be very off tempo with them. Everyone is here on the map doing things, and I'm basing with 3,400 gold in my inventory, which is really bad. Upon rewatching this, I didn't even realize this at the time, but I definitely should have reset before I did the dragon. But we're going to build our Guardian Angel. I usually always build that item third. It allows us to make a lot more aggressive, crazy plays because we have the safety of knowing that even if we die, we're still not dead. We have that extra life. So I see my team fighting, so I'm going to ignore everything else on the map that's happening and just run towards them. Generally speaking, I don't think this is correct what my team's doing, but I am playing in somewhat of a lower elo. So I just have to go where my team's fighting at this point. There's not really any sense in me trying to macro them around the map at this point. We're going to look for a way into this fight. I drop a pink ward to see if they know I'm here. They don't, so I immediately go for the Soraka with my Prowler's Claw. I have GA, so that's why I'm able... Normally I wouldn't go for a crazy play like that, but because I have GA, I'm allowed to. And you can see I'm just spamming my R on someone to try to get it off before... Right when I spawn, so I can ult immediately. You can see that mark on Volibear because I happened to hit him with the AoE from my Q or my knockup or something earlier. So we're able to ult immediately and get ourselves into a pretty good position. Here we should end the game, but my team's kind of messing around. So I try to end the game, but they're all basing. Since we can't end, we'll just take top turret here, or mid turret rather, and the inhibitor. Now, we are going to have double inhibitor pressure here, and there's two things we can do with that pressure. We can either get Baron, or we can all just go top. And ideally, we will try to do the Baron when our mid and bot waves are crashing. I was going to help my Lux there, but I didn't look like Volibear could catch up to her, so I decided to just farm the topside camps instead, which I know should be up because Lily has been bot side for a while. I'm unburrowed, so Prowler's Claw is kind of awkward when you're unburrowed, but I was pretty sure it was going to be a free kill. I try to look for a flank here, but my team's all dying. And again, I have a really big shutdown at this point, and I have no GA, so I'm not just going to walk into the middle of their entire team. I need somebody to walk into me to like really misposition, which it doesn't look like anyone's going to do, so I just try to recall. Lilia sniffs me out though and throws out the E. I don't have flash, so this is a little bit scary. I just have to watch out for her E, so I try to sidestep that with that, and we just get going. Now I know her red buff is up, and I know I can take it really fast. She's probably headed over here, but I believe in my damage, so we get our Fury up and smite that, and get out. I should reset here, but Scuttle Crab is up, so we're going to take that really quickly, and then we're going to reset. You always want to try to time your reset with your teammates. They all just died, so now's a really good time for me to recall. I was going to build Sterak's, but I decided to build Executioner's Calling instead. That seemed better, and I think that this is going to be the final play of the game, so I buy an Elixir. There's no reason not to. And we're probably just going to head towards Baron here. I'm nearly level 15. It would be nice if I could do all of my topside camps, but I can just tell by the way my team's playing that I need to be on the map doing things. I don't really have time to do those camps. But Jhin does recall, so I actually could have done my camps. I decided to go ahead and just start Baron here while Caitlyn's bots, and someone has to answer this mid wave. Clear this ward out here. I'm going to use my E to execute the Baron. You want to time your E true damage with your smite. And we get some kills here. I look for Lilia. And that's pretty much the game. It was a pretty fun game. We had a lot of winning lanes, so it wasn't too difficult. We just got all the neutral objectives, stole all of her camps, and that is it. That's how you play Rek'sai. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will answer all of them, and let me know what champion you want to see next if you enjoyed the series. I'd like to make more of these videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.